Okay, that's cool. So this flash, man, I'm pissed. I'm hot. This thing cost like 600 bucks. And all it took was for me to I had my camera on my chest, and then I raise up, and then it was a table that stopped it, and it just snapped off just like that. It still works, mind you, but the downside is that the screws are still screwed in while this is popped off. So even the screws, if I was to unscrew a screw back, it's not gonna work. So I need to get this repaired, buy another one, or tape it, which is something I gotta do because I have a shoot like in 6 hours. So taping is gonna be necessary for this. It's ridiculous. But let's go ahead and float me back over here. Where's my thing at? There it is. Bam. So we still learning OBS. All these lives, we learning everything. There we go. It's not bad. It's not bad. But yeah, man, it's hot out here in LA. These heat waves late on when the summer is ending, going into fall is ridiculous. Like, makes no sense. Makes no sense. Anyways, so what we're doing now, we're gonna move this over here like that. Let me go ahead and minimize this a little more. It's not bad. So I have a second screen right here, just so y'all know. Just so y'all know. And I have multiple things going on at once. Alright, so typically on the way it goes is Mondays through Wednesdays, I want to do some creative stuff, do what I usually do, edit everything. Thursdays is the days that I want to do gaming, but as of right now, I think that we might go ahead and just keep it with the editing, man. Keep it with the editing. All right, next, what am I doing? I am pulling up. Let me fix this up real quick. Oh, that's why it was vibrating. It was on this thing. All right, that's fine. Let me sip on some of this. Sip on some of this Izzard. Let's see what we got here. Sip on some of this Izzard. We need to also post on Instagram. So this video that we just did, this joint right here, we gotta post this on that gram and on TikTok, probably. Maybe TikTok. Maybe TikTok. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, man. So Briggs, bro, this job market is trash right now. They do say that in the months of November, December, July, and August, that is very slow for honestly all businesses. Mainly because it's in sync with schooling. November, December, that's when like all the little children and all little babies, they coming out of school. All right. And for some reason, the job market is linked with the school market, if that's the thing. What am I doing? Oh, let me open it up here. What is this? I need to pull up Opus. All right, so I want to make it known. I want to make it known to YouTube and even to myself that, hold on one second, y'all. This stuff going slow. There we go. All right, so my goal in life is to become a very affluent speaker. They say speaking is one of the biggest and most important skills that a human can have, because everybody speaks, and speaking is the essence, the foundation of honestly everything, really. So my goal is, amongst these lives, amongst me doing this for film, is to become a better speaker. One thing I realized is by watching my videos back, man, like I think a lot. I think a lot and I think faster than I talk. So the goal is to be able to speak affluently, vividly, and to be able to get my point across without thinking faster than I talk. Because doing this line of work, like you gotta think a lot, bro. You gotta think a lot. So oftentimes I'm thinking in like pictures, I'm thinking in motion, and I'm like, oh wait, I gotta talk. So as I'm talking, I'm like trying to speak what I'm seeing in my mind, and it just don't be working. And yeah, man, I was it takes time, but I was a little upset when I seen a couple of my old videos. I'm like, oh my gosh, goodness, man, like, bro, slow it down. So this is advice for anybody who wants to, or anybody who's shy. I used to be a shy person, believe it or not. Your boy used to be shy. But as someone who is now in front of the camera a lot, coming from being a shy person in high school, it's like, to you guys, just practice talking, even if it's talking to yourself, even if it's just talking out loud. Talk out loud as much as you can. I am not a talker. I don't like talking, to be honest, but it's necessary to say the least. If I could go, man, like if I could go like the Greybeards was in Skyrim without talking and only talk when necessary, I would do that. I would for sure do that. But life is has its ways of making sure that we need to talk in order to get our points across, in order to sell. Selling is very important. Anyways, that's a little bit about me. I used to be shy. I never used to talk. I used to, my actions spoke louder than my words, which is a good saying, a good thing, but you also have to have your words speak life unto yourself, unto what it is you're doing. And that's the goal here, going live all these days consecutively. It's just getting out that comfort zone, man. Getting out that comfort zone. All right, what we're looking at is I need to find another one of these little joints right here. Literally getting the fast track. I already got that one. All right, so let me pull up the Opus. This is Opus. It creates clips for you. You don't have to join Yak Academia, but join Yak Academia. I will also hand guide you through how to use those assets with the videos I provide. And see, that's the thing, man. Like I think faster than I talk, and I know a lot of people may be experiencing the same thing too. But yeah, it's a little frustrating. It's a little frustrating. Every week, join me in Cut by Cut, where I walk you through real projects for real clients. Now that's being added it's progressively being added, and so all right, so what we're gonna do is that we're gonna put this aside for now, and we're gonna focus on the main cut. Let's focus on that main cut, shall we? Where we at? What is this? No, that's not the one I'm looking for. I feel like I'm gonna have to move this, but it works a little bit when I'm going back and forth though. Let's see. I wish I had something better here, man, because when I open this up, it's a whole mirror, bro. It's a whole mirror here, so it's just like y'all gonna see two of me if I was to not do it, but I don't like it. All right, so it's 42 minutes, about 42 minutes. Let's chop it up here. Let's zoom in a little bit. All right, now let's put that here. Oh dang, it captured a lot of different audio. Let's see. Dang, is it really that slow? There we go. All right, let me make sure I can hear. Let's take off. Let's do this really quickly. Let's gentlemen. Okay, now we're going to switch up audio channels. Let me make this a little smaller so that you guys can. Hold on. There we go. Make this a little smaller. Dang, this thing going slow. Your boy gonna need a new setup soon, man. All right. So what we can do is honestly delete these two to be real. Don't do that. Do this. Do that there. Why not learn a new high-paying level skill that you can use in your day-to-day life in the Adobe Creative Cloud, you know? So I've been using the Adobe Creative Cloud for well over 7 years now, and utilizing this skill has paid me so much on my own free time. All you need is really a computer, your brains, and the software. It's really easy. All right. Let's go ahead and transcribe that joint. So while that's transcribing, let me see. All right. Not trying to get this demonetized. Let's see. If I put the wrong music, it'll be a rap. But anyways, let's go ahead and play it through. All right, anyways. Really nice, man. Really nice. Baldwin Hills, downtown. So, yeah, man. So that is the site. That is the site, man. So, if you guys go to the site, always remember to click account, and then it will take you here to where you can look at Yashua Khan's creators training. Click here, and you will be back into the courses, courses for the training. So go ahead, man. Finish all this, and you will be an editing genius. You'll be an editing genius and be able to charge for this. So all right, let's see. Email me. It's this little email icon here. You just email me. How did it get so low? Pops up. Oh, it got low when I put it back down. Is that how low it is? You guys hear me? I think, do I have to be this close? Because I know when I put it down. Let me see. Affects all of the transition. There we go. We locked in, man. We locked in.
I just got our vocal project.
It gives you all of this. This is the main one right here for Premiere Pro. But if you're doing pro photo editing, you get. All right, so I gotta boost that up for sure. Let's boost that up by about 8. What is this? Food. Oh no, that's too loud. Too much. Photography, portrait photography, real estate photography, and of course you get to see how all the final products look in this video here. So I literally guide you through all of it, and you also get free additional lessons. You know, I'm not just it's not just all schooling. I also give you a little bit more too here. So, and then at the bottom, if you guys are interested in CapCut, CapCut is a very, very good tool, man. If you just want to get videos out, oh man, I wish I had this when I was a kid, bro. But it's here now. But all in all, you guys get all of this, and then we'll slowly but surely be updating it in the new segment. It's going to be called Cut by Cut, to where I do a voiceover over real. Oh, that's what I should do. I should put over this video over the whole thing too. Yeah. Let me see. This is about to be a big project, man. Let's see how it sounds. It might come out of sync too. Go. Oh wow. Yes, a delay. Ooh, excuse me. My bad if that blew off y'all ears, man. My bad. But I had to snitch. Yo, chill, chill, chill. All right, let's see. The Adobe Creative Cloud, you know? So I've been using the. All right, so I hit record on that first and then hit record on this like a couple seconds, milliseconds later. So what we're gonna do is put this over that. Well over 7 years now, and utilizing this skill has paid me so much on my own free time. All you need is really a computer, your brains, and the software. It's really easy. So then that comes in where I provide my services here, my digital services here on my website. Let's say when I say here. Let's go ahead and how do I want to do this? Like that, right? And let's undo that. There it is. Oh, I gotta reverse. I gotta do that horizontal reverse thing. And effects. Horizontal flip. Nice. Horizontal flip. Nice. And horizontal flip. Nice. There we go. Cool. There we go. All right. Let me make sure I can hear everything. That should be fine. All right. Okay, so now we are going to mute these. We do not need these audio wait, hold on. Speaking too soon. What's going on here? What's going on here, buddy? Something's off. There we go. Let's go ahead and bring this closer. Is that how that works? What is this? Food photography. That ain't it. Yeah, that's off. That's off big time. Let's fix that. Is that better? No. What? Hold on. Go ahead, man. Finish all this and you will be It's off by a little bit. So go ahead, man. Finish all this and you will be an editing genius. Okay, that's fine. Editing genius and be able to charge for this. Oh wait, I think Adobe has like a automatic syncing thing. If I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Yeah, let's hold on. Chill. Synchronize. Dang, do it really take this long? I mean, I guess it'll work, but I ain't got that type of time at all. Don't have that type of time, bro. Food photography, portrait photography, real estate photography, and of course you get. What is this? Oh. Oh yeah, nah, that don't matter. That don't matter, brother. What? Who is this? Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold the phone, man. Hold the phone. What was that? What was that? I seen something very important just now, y'all. So apparently, yeah, we're gonna look into that later. All right. So listen to this a little more. That food photography, portrait photography. Okay, that's better. Now let's go ahead and lose this. Delete that. Lose this. Delete that. And lose this. And delete that. Cool. So that's better. Oh yeah, when did I start speaking? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, why not learn a new high-paying... Why not learn... Why not learn a new high-paying level skill that you can use in your day-to-day life in the Adobe Creative Cloud? Yeah, let's go ahead and... Honestly, we could probably... Dang, 4 hours? Y'all serious? Four hours just to process this? And I can't tell. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, man, he hates you too, Beatles. He hates you. Nah, what's up with it, bro? How you been? You been straight? The guy in the white shirt loves you, though. Why not learn a new high-paying level skill that you can use in your day-to-day life? Let me see. Dang, it's gonna take too long to wait for that transcription. I'm doing good, man. I was just showing y'all earlier that I have a shoot later on today, a photography shoot at 7:30. But, bro, foolishness. Hold on. Let me big this up. Let me big this up, bro. Let me big this up. Foolishness. This just happened a couple days ago. It still works, but the screws in it is still in place. So even if I was to unscrew it and try to screw it back in with the holes, it's not gonna hold. So it popped off of the screws. So what I'm gonna have to do for tonight, because they said that's gonna take a week for me to ship it out to Canon and do all this extra stuff, I'm gonna have to put tape on it. I'm gonna have to replace the batteries inside of here and put tape on it, and get ready for the shoot, man. Cause she needs 2 days, today and Friday, and in between that I have another shoot. So that's what we're facing right now. After this live, probably gonna be ending it a little early, maybe like another hour, if so I could get tape, batteries, so we could put this foolishness right back together. It still works. It still works really fine, really good actually, but it's just irritating. All right, so that's that. Hey guys. Oh man. Alrighty. So now let's switch back to this. What is C doing here? Now we fine. We chilling. Let's see here, man. your day-to-day life in the Adobe Creative Cloud, you know? We'll just keep the cloud. We don't need to put that part in. So this reminds me of the first website tour I did. And is it on this channel? Let me check. Is it on this channel? Let me see. Which frame you talking about? KB Lane. That's funny. I should put a little edit in there with KB Lane. Let's see. Let me see. I think it might be on the same channel. It might be on the same channel. Website tour. No, it's not. It's not on this channel. It's on the gaming channel, for real? Interesting. Alright. So it's on the gaming channel. Let me see if I can actually pull it up. No, not on this channel. I'm looking for YouTube. Go ahead. Alright, now we're gonna go to Yak. Alright. Oh, wow. Oh yeah, okay. Alright, so this is my other channel. This was doing pretty good. Where is it at? Yeah, this was my first website release that I did down here. Alright, so this is my other channel. Huh. It's not bad. It's not bad. So that's Yak the Gamer. So I do have that on this channel. I be low-key getting mixed up on my own channels, bro. That's what happens when you just be doing stuff. Let me see. Let me refresh this really quickly. Man, we need 100 subscribers. We got one more to hit 70. I've been at 69 for a minute. For a solid minute. Let me go ahead and press play on this. Keep it up to date. So let's get this, man. Let's get it to 100 subscribers. Let's get this channel to 100 subscribers, bro. This is taking a minute. Goodness gracious. You know? So I've been using the... Yeah, let me fix that up here. Let me turn this down too. I don't want to echo coming off the screen. Play the music back. Run it back up. Wow. So I've been using the Adobe Creative Cloud for well over 7 years now. And utilizing this skill has paid me so much on my own free time. All you need is really a computer, your brains, and the software. It's really easy. So then that comes in where I provide my services here, my digital services here on my website. So if you go to YoshuaKhan.com. Okay, so I could honestly lose all of that. I could lose all that little middle part there. Honestly, I could eliminate, because this was good right here. So I've been using the Adobe Creative Cloud. Yeah, that's smooth. How is it original? Why not learn a new high-paying level skill that you can use in your day-to-day life? And bam, your day-to-day life. So I've been using the Adobe Creative Cloud for well over 7 years now, and utilizing this skill has paid me so much on my own free time. which is a fact. It's a fact, bro. Oh wow, it's splitting up all of it. All you need is really a computer, your brains. Let's chop down all of the free time. All you need is really a computer. Your brains, and software. It's really easy. So then that comes in where I provide my so we'll chop that out. Easy. So if you go to YoshuaKhan.com, it will take you directly here, and let me give you guys a tour of man, this is working overtime. Of my website. I need to get my soundboard up and working so we can get that going. But as of right now, let me see. My website. Cut that there. I need to get my soundboard up and working so we can get that going. But as of right now, let's do it digitally. Alright, anyways. So you come. Yo, is it just me, or do y'all have like just random impactful hit of wanting something really unhealthy? I'm having that right now, bro. For some reason, I want some Taco Bell so bad right now, man. I know it's not good for you at all, but I want a nice burrito from Taco Bell. Whew, just thinking about it's making me hungry. That or In-N-Out, man. Either one. That's what I want. Low key, I think I might DoorDash it, to be honest. Brody. Because, oh my gosh, I already know I'm gonna feel so bad after eating it too. That's the terrible part. But those moments of eating it though, it's like when you actually eating it, a Taco Bell burrito with some nachos sound perfect, man. Oh my gosh, man. I just made myself so hungry. Hey, what's that? He said, you never had Taco Bell, bro? You never had Taco Bell? Bro, listen. Do me a favor. Head over there right now and go get you one of those $6 boxes, bro. Tell them Yak sent you. They can give it to you for free, right? They can give you the whole thing for free. They can be like, Yak sent you? Here, take 5 of them for free on the house. That's the type of connections I got with Taco Bell. I'm completely joking. Taco Bell don't flag this video. YouTube don't flag this video for false information. I'm completely joking. But nah, man. To be 1,000% honest, bro, like if I was to give you like my 100% advice, bro, just so that you can stay healthy, don't do it. Don't do it, man. Don't do it, because it is addicting. Once you get those nacho fries, it's a wrap, bro. So if you haven't had it yet, don't do it. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. That is the angel on my shoulder telling you to not do it, because, bro, it's an addiction. It can be an addiction. It's so crazy. I went a whole year and some change when not eating it. And then out of nowhere, my wife was like, as I'm driving, she was like, ooh, Taco Bell. And I told her, I was like, don't say that. Don't say that. I looked over, I'm like, don't say that. And she was like, oh man, some nacho fries sound good. Swerve right in that drive-thru. Here I am, not having Taco Bell for a year and some change, over here ordering a whole box that come with the burrito, come with the chalupa, come with a taco, the nachos inside of it, with a drink, bro, for like $6. Man, So I ended my whole 1.5 year streak. This was what, 2 weeks ago? And I continuously failed. After that 2 weeks, I had it again a couple days later. So, saying all that to say is, even though it had me on the can for a minute, it is one of my guiltiest pleasures that I am upset that I broke. I'm upset, but I'm not really upset, bro. Nah, it was worth it. It was worth buying it those 2 times. It's like a perfect late night snack that you do while you watching TV, watching whatever. And that was it's funny. That's what my wife and I used to do back in college. We used to go to do late night runs, going to Taco Bell, coming back and just eating and watching TV, staying up until like 2 in the morning. So it was pretty nice. But yeah, if you haven't eaten it, I would say just stay away from it. That's the angel on my shoulder. On the opposite end, bro, what I really want to say is go get you some right now. Shoot, leave the stream and go handle business. Oops. But yeah, it's not the best for you though. It's not the best for you at all. Not the best for you, bro. All right, my website. So you come here to YashuaKhan.com and you'll be greeted with this amazing. I really do want to wait for this to finish. 9 hours. Y'all tripping, bro. 40 minutes just for this little segment. That's crazy. But yeah, man, it's like I really do want to wait for this to finish because it'll speed up the editing process so quickly. But it's gonna take forever. And it's like, wow, that's processing. Let me check my processing, my activity monitor, because while that's doing that, to save time. All right, so we're at about we're at, dang, cache files is 10. We're at about 20 gigabytes out of 32. If I were to go ahead and start playing streaming a game while this is doing this background process, honestly it'll still take like 10 hours. Wait, what happens if I exit out of, dang, it did all of them. But why is it doing a full 4 hours if it's not 4 hours here? It's only 40 minutes. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense at all, bro. What y'all talking about, man? I think I know what I gotta do. I think I know what I gotta do. I'm about to exit out of this. I'm going to have to put this back here. Oh crap, wait, hold on, where'd it go? What? No, wait, okay, now oh, here it is. There it is. All right, I had one of those brain moments. Now I'm lost. Oh no, I'm not. I'm cool. We chilling. We big chilling. So I'm going to put this over here. Yeah, we good. So what I'm gonna do is unsync these, delete that, bring this back up, do this, because this should only be a 42-minute transcription. It shouldn't take no dang 10 hours, bro. What are y'all talking about? Bring this, oh no. Bring this back. Audio channels, put it on this audio channel so it can be on both. And then now let's see how long the transcribe is going to be. Now, if this one is going to take shorter time, then we're probably going to scrap the whole other sequence altogether, which is something I don't want to do. But what is this? Is this the process? Oh, auto tagging the audio first. Man, I can't believe it's about to be 2 o'clock already. Look, man, this heat wave is no joke. The heat wave is ridiculous. This heat wave is crazy. Dang, man. I might have to continue. But it's not smart, man. It's not smart. Yeah, okay. I might have to continue to upload on this second channel here, man. Cause I'm just looking at it like it's so much here. It's so much here, bro. And that'll give me a perfect opportunity to connect with my gaming fans, you know what I'm saying? My gaming people. So I'm about to do editing here. Just thinking out loud, by the way. Do editing here, professional stuff here, and gaming on the other channel. That's a lot to do though, man. I just want this to be a one-stop shop, bro. The thing is, about an hour. We might have to let this thing just run its course. 2 hours now, really? Guess we gotta wait to 2 hours. So let's see. What can we do in the meantime? Looks cool. Let's see. Because if I do anything, it's gonna mess up this. About an hour. Dang, it's getting even hotter in here. Alright. Let's see, what else can we do? Do we have any photos? No, we're gonna have some photos later today though. Oh. Well, I guess that in the meantime, what we can do while this is processing, it's probably gonna take a whole hour, let it run on its own. Photoshop. Photoshop is one thing that I learned as of recently. Well, not that recently. I mean, I've been doing this for almost a full year of creating projects in Photoshop. And I am very happy at where I'm at with Photoshop right now. Oh, cool. It's at how much percent? Bro, pull up. 6%. 6% every, what was that, like 3 minutes? Yeah, that's gonna take about an hour. All right. So let's go ahead and let's go over some Photoshop fundamentals. So you open up Photoshop. Let me redo it here. So for some nice Photoshop training, let me make sure everything looks good. Let me bring this closer here. There we go. All right, we could let that do its thing. All right, so for Photoshop training, let me turn off the music now. For Photoshop training, y'all, what you do is you open up Photoshop, you go to New File, and then for if you're creating a thumbnail, which is something that I do often, creating a thumbnail is something that honestly all of us gotta do if you're doing YouTube. 1920 by 1080 is what you want to select. You're gonna make sure that everything is matched up here with 1920, height 1080, resolution 150, and then you also naming the file is always good. This is going to be the test thumbnail project, and now you know what it's called, and you just go to create. There's going to be a blank canvas. There's going to be a blank canvas. So now what you can easily do with AI is that you can, yeah, there we go, is that you can generate AI images. So if I want to say, uh, let's say if I want to put a dog in space, a dog in a spacesuit, in space. We can choose the what style we want, content type, photo. We're gonna keep both of them unchecked just for now, just to see what it does on its own. Let's go ahead and generate. We can choose the style. We could get really creative in it, but for this, we're just gonna see what it does just by typing it in and seeing what it do. It gives you tips in here too, which is cool. So then it generates 3 options for you. You have this one. I have that one. And we got this one. I like this one the most. He looks the most optimistic. So then we could just create more. I'm not gonna lie, this is hilarious. We create more. And of course you could switch up the. Okay, this one is my favorite, I'm not gonna lie. Homeboy look a little sad. Now homeboy really look a little sad. I love how the general dog is like a beagle, a little fluffy ear. All right, so now we can change up. Let me see where it's at. Yeah, we can change up the art type. We can change up a lot of it, but right here, let's change up the what is this? Let's do it to art. Let's change it to art. No effects. Blah blah blah. All right, so we changed it up. Let's generate some more. So I might make it a little more artistic. Let's see. Yes. So now that is more artistic. It's as if it was more hand drawn or really generated by some type of illustration type technique. So we have that, and these are the more realistic ones. It's really cool, man, what AI can do. So this is a quick little tip on how to create AI images for your thumbnails, and you can just put a little text over it. Press T, tap it there, and then we'll type in like 5 facts you didn't know about dogs. Type thing. Let's press V, allows you to drag it around. Let's go ahead. Actually, 5 facts about dogs that you didn't know. 5 facts about dogs you didn't know. So this is just a rough template. Personally, there we go. Bam. Highlight all of it, and then we go down here to hold on. There we go. Now we click this. This is what we just typed over here on the layers portion. Press effects, and then we can put like a stroke on the lettering here. Change the color of the stroke that we want. If we want to change it to red, it changes to red. 5 facts about space dogs that you did not know. And it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. You literally create your own thumbnail. Pretty cool, huh? So that was a quick tutorial on how to create thumbnails with AI in Photoshop. AI is changing the game up, man. But anyways, let's go ahead and delete that. And that's how you do that there. That's how you do that there. All right, so let's go ahead and generate some. I wonder if it could do something creepy. Let's see if this Photoshop could do something really creepy. Creepy. What's the most creepiest thing y'all could think of? Like a creepy location. Forests. I think forests. I think basements. Abandoned shacks. For right now, let's go creepy forests. Creepy forest with ghouls lurking. Oh! Before I do that, hold on. Let me change the art style. I don't want it to be artistic. I want it to actually be creepy. A creepy forest with ghouls. With ghouls lurking. Let's see what this generates. I'm excited to see what this is gonna do. It's not bad. That's not bad. This looks like some concept art. That's pretty cool. They added the Halloween pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns. Now this one is spooky. Ooh, nice, nice. I like that. Let's go. Let's create an abandoned. As y'all can tell, I really do like thrillers. I think thrillers is probably like one of my favorite scary genres. I don't like the slashers are. It seems like they just try to be extras with the gore. But thrillers, psychological thrillers too, are pretty cool. But I'll say one of my favorite thrillers as of recently was Fear Street. Fear Street was solid, solid. All right, let's see. Abandoned. Let me see. Abandoned shack in the woods. Creepy. A creepy abandoned shack. We getting ready for Halloween season, y'all. It's a little artsy. So I'm seeing that this is a little artsy. This is kind of close to, let me see a photo. Let's see what happens if I do photo. I really want to see the limitations. Like, what can you do here? Yeah, this looks like it's like paintbrushed or something. All right, let's see. Generative layer. All right, we're gonna do it on this side now. Yes, and you can also choose a reference photo, which is cool. All right, let's not move that too much. Let's see. All right, let's see if it can create a. Let's see if AI can create an anime sword fight. On a mountain. Yeah, let's see what it can do. You can also write a prompt in more than 100 different languages. Wow, it's pretty cool. Okay, that's pretty cool. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That's pretty cool. Stuck for ideas, browse the prompt inspiration gallery, then remix examples. Oh, that's cool. Inspiration gallery, where's that at? Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad. It's pretty cool. Alright. Let's see if we can make them black. Black. Black people. Animes or let's see if it works. Hey, it worked. Oh snap, it worked. Homeboy looked like he got a lightsaber too. A lightsaber katana is crazy. This one low-key trash. Let me see. That's crazy. You could zoom in on it too. I'm not gonna lie, this is hard. This is hard. I'm done with that. That is crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy, bro. In the meantime, let me see where this at. Okay, 31 minutes. Let's go. Let's go. Only sad part is I gotta sync up the other one with it. We're gonna have to just deal with that. But alright, Photoshop. Y'all know what's up. Let me see. Alright. What would I do if I were really trying to make a thumbnail of something? Where we at, chat? I need some ideas to generate a thumbnail. Oh, cool. Variations. Oh, cool. It shows you all the stuff that you got here. Where's that inspiration board that they were talking about? Inspiration board. Where's the inspiration? Nah, it's not even popping up here. Where's what? Where's that inspiration board that they talk about, man? Clear raw. Let me see. Effects. Oh, they give you more effects here. Bioluminescent is dope. Bokeh effect. Cartoon. They got dummy different effects. Oh, film noir. All right, let's put that in there. All right, let's see. How can I, let me see if I could prompt it this way by giving a description. It's 1935 in a diner. It's 1935. Now for those of you who need to know this, film noir is my favorite genre of film. The whole 1930s to 1940, like 48 era, whew, fire. 11 p.m. in a diner. It's raining outside. In a diner. It's 1935, 11 p.m. in a diner. It's raining outside, and inside is a retired, an off-duty cop. Is an off-duty cop having a drink of coffee. Let's see if it works with that prompt. Okay. It's close. This is what I imagined. Okay. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. Let me see. Having a drink of coffee. When a lovely woman arrives. Let's see if it. Why is it raining inside the diner? Oh, snap. Oh, freaking snap. That is good. That is good. Wow. The first one was the best one. The first one was the best one. This is dope. Okay. That is good. Let me generate some more. That is dope. I just don't like how her hands are looking. Eh. This is good. This is good. This is perfect. This is almost exactly what I envisioned. but it is exactly what I wrote. I just don't like her, how she, if she was more into the conversation, that'd be a lot better. AI is sick, man. AI is dope. All right, let's see how far are we on with this. Let's see here. Wow, that is crazy. All right, let me see something. Let me see here. All right. Yeah, I need more processing power. Check the activity monitor. Ooh, we up there. We up there. CPU, system, user, idle. Okay, CPU is still pretty good. Energy is taking up all the energy. OBS is taking up the majority of it. Disk. Okay. Excuse me. App memory, cache files, blah blah blah. Cool. Alright, in the meantime, let's go ahead and post more shorts. Actually, I don't know if I can do that because it's still working. This is still working on it. Well, let's see. Alright, so Photoshop is dope, man. As you can see, Photoshop is really cool. Could honestly... that is sick. That is so sick. I'm like really happy with that. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and not save that. Exit out of that. We still got some time left. Let's first quit this. Let me see here. Oh man. Dang, it's crazy. I really don't. It's fine. Let's see. So while this is doing its thing, it's not really much you can do on Premiere. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and watch some YouTube. All right. Looking for some nice videos here. let's go ahead and watch this video here.
Imagine bringing your side project to life just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want.
You're about to see a fascinating conversation ahead with Dave Ramsey, where we talk about how he makes money, the advantages of in-person versus remote, a project that he lost millions of dollars on that I think has underlying lessons that any business owner can take from them, and finally, 5 stages of scaling all entrepreneurs go through. I think you're gonna love it. Enjoy. Welcome everyone to the game. I'm here with Dave Ramsey, the man, the myth, the legend.
Honor to be back with you, my friend. I'm so excited with everything that's happening with you guys. You're blowing up, man. I'm proud to watch you. It's great.
Well, thank you. We're trying to follow in the Ramsey footsteps.
Right.
There's so much stuff that I had written down and prepared for today, and I doubt we'll get to all of it. But if you could walk me through, just kind of lay of the land in terms of Ramsey Solutions as the business exists today, because I think it'll be helpful for the audience to give context.
Yeah. What ended up happening with us was we, classic entrepreneurs, we were a wee bit ADD, and so just something flashy and shiny went in front of us, we would look at it because, but it all came through the funnel of, or the filter of, does this serve our mission? And our mission is just to help people with common sense education and empowerment in some area in their life.
All right, so what we're going to do is watch some business advice for the next 30 minutes, 25 minutes really, to while we wait for this to transcribe. And so we can just get some better knowledge on how to better the business. You know what I'm saying? So we're just going to sit back, relax, and just react to some things.
It started in the money piece. And so when I first started, I was doing I was working for free at a talk radio station, doing a little talk radio show on the local station. And I printed a little book, started selling it out of the trunk of my car. So publishing was born, right? Then we did an event at the local Ramada Inn. So live events were born. And so each of these, in those days, everything was analog. And of course, the internet comes along, and one of these kids working for me comes in and goes, "Hey, we need a website."
This one is, I need something a little more on the nose. Need something more on the nose. What are they talking about with this?
Somebody's clicked on this video because they're like, okay, this video is giving me the foundation of how to use AI. Specifically, let's just go ChatGPT.
Everything has changed. We're in the AI revolution right now. The world is forever changed. Integration of working with AI is where we'll get our most productive and best results. So this is our marketing department, and all these other team members here, they're all AI. This right here is a representation of what the future is going to look like.
I know this is crazy, but would you say before you think about hiring that VA?
Absolutely.
Can you give me the state of the union on ChatGPT 5?
All right, so here's what I love now about the new update with ChatGPT 5. It's that the
Be hating these cliffhangers.
That artificial intelligence is the greatest disruptor of our generation, and if you're not leaning into it, you probably feel what I feel, and that's like uncertainty, a little bit of fear. And no matter if you're a small business owner or you work for a business, you can leverage AI to not only make your life easy, make your job easy, but actually accomplish more. And I'm so excited to have with me on the department. Today's department is the AI department, and I have Alicia Little, known as the queen of AI.
I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah. So pumped. And I have yet to dive into AI this deep because I feel like everyone you talk to is dabbling.
Correct.
But something I like doing right out of the get-go with the podcast is to define something.
Sure.
And what is AI doing right now?
What is this?
Everyone praises Grid, but Grid doesn't clear your inbox.
Wait a minute, what is this?
Startups today are hitting 10 million in revenue in months, not years. Regular people are building real businesses. No fancy connection, no middleman. AI isn't the future. It's already here.
Hold on, what
but
is
your
this?
day still packed. Work eats your time. Evenings, weekends, gone. You're not lazy.
Hold on real quick, yo. I got something.
So you said it already, like it's the biggest disruption. So it's really disrupting a
Put us
lot,
up.
but for us as entrepreneurs, it is offering us so many opportunities to really build, grow,
Bring
and
this on the
scale
screen real
at
quick. What is going
just
on
the
here? What is
fraction
this?
of the time and price. So it's giving us like more efficiency and more effectiveness and more productivity. So what is AI doing right now? It's changing everything. Everything has changed. We're in the AI revolution right now, and the world is forever changed.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And what you say for entrepreneurs,
Sure.
and something I'm noticing even with my small team,
Right.
is it doesn't matter what you do or where you work, you need to start even thinking like an entrepreneur.
You do.
I interviewed Dan Martell a few weeks
I
ago,
saw, yes.
and he said the future belongs to directors,
Yes.
not doers.
Yes.
People who can direct.
Right.
And that's a different way of thinking.
Right.
Can you expand on that concept that, like, it doesn't matter what level you're at, how can you see is there an identity thing as far as like the way we see ourselves as we use AI?
Yeah, I think as we're using AI more and more, and even the people that are just dabbling into it or think that they should be using it, it needs to be integrated into everything that we do. And the integration of working with AI is where we'll get our most productive and best results. So as somebody who's, let's say, writing copy, they now have to think of themselves not only as a copywriter, but as a copywriter using artificial intelligence to get the best results. And so, Dan
Almost threw
mentioned
me
it
out the
on
loop.
that interview as well, where he said that really his team has to be using AI. You have to be using AI. Every team member has to be using AI, because to write a press release, let's use that as an example, it would take 3 hours for a press release writer to write a press release for you, a press
Yeah.
release writer on your team, 2 to 3 hours. But using AI, 5 minutes. And if they developed a GPT or an AI agent that could do it, now they're saying, all right, I used to be able to write a press release in 3 hours. Now I can write one in 5 minutes. So how many more press releases can I write? Or that time saved, what other high-level activities can I do?
It's really good. I mean, my mind goes a million different ways, and I want to make sure that we grow into this, and toward the end you're going to demonstrate some stuff.
Yes.
And I'm excited because you guys will be able to see. I guess the first thing I want to say is,
Hold off on that.
and then what? Like, and
All right.
something that took me 3 hours is
Right.
now taking me 10 minutes.
Right.
Now what do I do with my time?
Right. So you start to think about, well, can I do more of that? Or if it's a business, hey, we did this for clients, it took 3 hours, now it takes 5 minutes. Can we advertise this service more so that we can grow
Man, now I
and
gotta
scale at record
rewind this real
numbers?
quick.
Really-
So I was working with a publishing company, and the lady in the publishing company that was
Today's department is the AI department, and I have Alicia Little, known as the queen of AI.
I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so pumped, and I have yet to dive into AI this deep
Right.
because I feel like everyone you talk to is dabbling.
Correct.
But something I like doing right out of the get-go with the podcast is to define something.
Sure.
And what is AI doing right now?
Yeah. So you said it already, like it's the biggest disruption. So it's really disrupting a lot, but for us as entrepreneurs, it is offering us so many opportunities to really build, grow, and scale at just a fraction of the time and price. So it's giving us like more efficiency and more effectiveness and more productivity. So what is AI doing right now? It's changing everything. Everything has changed. We're in the AI revolution right now, and the world is forever changed.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And what you say for entrepreneurs,
Sure.
and something I'm noticing even with my small team,
Right.
is it doesn't matter what you do or where you work, you need to start even thinking like an entrepreneur.
You do.
I interviewed Dan Martell a few weeks ago,
I saw, yes.
and he said the future belongs to directors,
Yes.
not doers.
Yes.
People who can direct.
Right.
And that's a different way of thinking.
Right.
Can you expand on that concept that, like, doesn't matter what level you're at, how can you see is there an identity thing as far as like the way we see ourselves as we use AI?
Yeah, I think as we're using AI more and more, and even the people that are just dabbling into it or think that they should be using it, it needs to be integrated into everything that we do. And the integration of working with AI is where we'll get our most, productive and best results. So as somebody who's, let's say, writing copy, they now have to think of themselves not only as a copywriter, but as a copywriter using artificial intelligence to get the best results. And so, Dan mentioned it on that interview as well, where he said that really his team has to be using AI. You have to be using AI. Every team member has to be using AI, because to write a press release, let's use that as an example. It would take 3 hours for a press release writer to write a press release for you, a press release writer on your team, 2 to 3 hours. But using AI, 5 minutes. And if they developed a GPT or an AI agent that could do it, now they're saying, all right, I used to be able to write a press release in 3 hours. Now I can write one in 5 minutes. So how many more press releases can I write? Or that time saved, what other high-level activities can I do?
That's really good. I mean, my mind goes a million different ways, and I want to make sure that we grow into this, and toward the end, you're going to demonstrate some stuff.
Yes.
And I'm excited because you guys will be able to see. I guess the first thing I want to say is, and then what? And something that took me 3 hours is now taking me 10 minutes.
Right.
Now what do I do with my time?
Right. So you start to think about, well, can I do more of that? Or if it's a business, hey, we did this for clients. It took 3 hours. Now it takes 5 minutes. Can we advertise this service more so that we can grow and scale at record numbers?
That's really good.
So I was working with a publishing company, and the lady in the publishing company that was writing author bios and book descriptions, it took her 35 hours to do, let's say 35 hours a week to do 20 clients. But we just built using a tool called FormWise. And so instead of her sending an email to the client and they're answering, and then she's got to write the book description and author bio, we sent a form to them. And the form has the same questions that was in the email, but on the back end, the AI takes all those questions and writes the bio, writes the book description, so she doesn't have to manually do it. So now those...
Look, man, AI is crazy. And it's like, it came out of nowhere, to be honest. I know it's kind of been here already with Siri, and it's been here already with whatever, I think Cortana on the Windows phone and all that, but it got to a point to where it just blew up out of nowhere. And this happened 2022, 2023. I know when I first seen it, I came across the Will Smith eating spaghetti video. And that was my first real introduction to what AI can do. It created its own video. It was really sloppy looking, but now it's different. And it's it doesn't make any sense as to how, man, hold on. Let me actually look this up. We're gonna watch this probably later. This reminds me of a game called Mass Effect. And in this game, there was a race of aliens, of hyper-intelligent aliens who created a AI. They created AI. And that AI embodied itself to become what is known as a new race in the game called the Geth. And the Geth became self-sufficient, smart, and didn't need their creators. Ended up doing a mass genocide of their creators, and then took over the planet to where what was left of the original race were in exile to become nomads on a ship for the rest of their existence. So it reminds me of that. Every time I hear AI, every time I see that, and of course the Terminator is a more grounded way to put it too, because that came out in the 80s, 90s, and it just makes you think, man. But anyways, I was gonna look up the story of the Geth and Quarians. That's what it was. Let's see, who's a good Mass Effect lore. Can I see a preview of one of them?
The Quarian and the Geth is one of the main through lines of the Mass Effect series.
Hold on.
The relationship between the Quarian and the Geth is one of the main through lines of the Mass Effect series. an analogue for the broader theme of AI servitude and sapience. By the time the events of the first Mass Effect take place, the Quarian are a downbeat, nomadic people living aboard a flotilla.
Yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect. This is what AI... Oh, come on now.
Reacher Impossible, Lenovo Legion.
Living aboard a flotilla.
Let's rewind it. So this, every time I hear of AI getting smarter, a new ChatGPT 5, whatever is happening, I keep coming back to Mass Effect. Now, Mass Effect is a game that takes, it's just like Star Wars. I think it took direct inspiration from Star Wars. If not, I think it was supposed to be a Star Wars game. But it reminds me, AI reminds me of how the Geth were with the Quarians. Now, the Quarians is a different race of beings, hyper-intelligent beings, that created their own AI. And that AI became smart, self-sufficient, much like how the Terminator, they became embodied in these robotic-like sentient bodies. And then they took over the Quarians' planet, taking them all out. It's taking them out in mass to where the remaining Quarians had to leave their planet and became a nomadic race on their ship, looking for another planet to inhabit, while the Geth are getting smarter, bigger, and it's taking over multiple planets now. So I really do hope that we don't get to this point, but I just want to let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this to refresh our brains on this.
The relationship between the Quarian and the Geth is one of the main through lines of the Mass Effect series, an analogue for the broader theme of AI servitude and sapience. By the time the events of the first Mass Effect take place, the Quarian are a downbeat, nomadic people living aboard a flotilla of ships, and the Geth threaten to wipe out life in the galaxy. On this week's episode of Mass Effect Lore, let's start with the Quarian, or as they're known to the Geth, the Creators, and how they ended up fighting for survival against the very things they created. For more videos like this one and coverage of the upcoming Mass Effect Legendary Edition, make sure to like this video and subscribe. The Quarian home planet of Rannoch is an arid desert in the Milky Way. Due to its dry nature and lack of insects, growing and cultivating food was difficult, but the whole planet wasn't completely barren. The southern continent had excellent farmland. The Quarian are a technologically advanced race and used their knowledge to create the Geth, a subservient labor force designed to help. In fact, Geth...
A subservient labor force designed to help. I mean, that sounds like AI to me. They may not be doing physical labor yet, but they are doing a lot of our own labor. Interesting.
Translates to servant of the people in the Quarian language of Kelesh. The Citadel Council had strict rules prohibiting the creation of artificial intelligence, so the Geth were initially designed as a virtual intelligence. But the Quarian discovered that the Geth they'd made weren't all that clever. Over time, they tinkered with the Geth and began to network them together, which enabled them to do more and more complex tasks. While Geth can't share sensory information, they can communicate with each other at the speed of light and share their processing power, shifting it to where it's needed. With a collective conscience of sorts, over time they began to gain intelligence at a rapid rate and were eventually capable of logic and reason. The Geth had evolved. One day a Geth asked its overseer an innocent but profound question. Does this unit have a soul? Terrified at the implications of the question and perhaps the answer to it, the Quarians ordered immediate termination of the Geth. Not just the unit who asked the question, all of them. But it was too late. In the beginning, only some Geth retaliated, merely to defend those units who were unable to fight for themselves, but the Quarians doggedly chased them down, even going so far as to declare martial law, as well as imprison and kill their own who were hiding Geth. By 1895, the two races were engaged in all-out war, known throughout the galaxy as the Geth War, but to the Geth as the Morning War. Because of the shared network, Geth don't really die. Instead, when one is terminated, its program is merely transmitted elsewhere. As a result, the Geth were victorious within a year, killing over 99% of the pre-war Quarian population. The Quarian who were left fled the planet, taking to space aboard their ships.
Bro, this is so interesting, man. This is so interesting. Wow. This is crazy. Are we headed in this direction? I pray that we not, because we don't even have the sufficient resources to scour space yet as the human race. What is this? Nah, it's fine. What is this? Yeah, it's fine. Very interesting, man.
While the Geth didn't follow the Quarians to space, their troubles did. Believing that the Citadel Council would grant them aid, the Quarians pleaded for help, only to be cast out and have their embassy aboard the Citadel closed. The reaction from the Council seemed over the top, but the Quarians had broken one of the Council's strictest laws: don't interfere with or create artificial intelligence. Their doom was of their own making, and now they were left to reckon with it on their own, in the deep, dark depths of space. Life aboard the flotilla or migrant fleet is far from easy. With no homeland or council help, resources are extremely scarce, and the Quarians had to adapt to ensure the survival of their species. The Quarians have a weakened immune system, caused by their harsh homeland and then exacerbated by years spent aboard sterile spaceships, so they each wear a special suit to shield them from the outside world, their Envirosuit. The suit
Well, that's that. It just reminded me of that. Hearing all this AI stuff just reminded me of how in Mass Effect it's literally the same story. Oh, I'm not gonna say that. It's not the same story, but it started off as a good thing and ended up becoming something really bad. So it just reminded me of that. I just wanted to look that up real quick.
Form-wise, and so instead of her sending an email to the client and
But even this is good too, but I still need something more on the nose. Oh. Hmm. $36 months to make it. What is he talking about? Ah, that's what I want to expand my knowledge on. Stock market. But then again, I kind of already know. Let me see. Check the stocks real quick. Maybe right now is a good time to buy. This took a lot. Excuse me. Let's see what's new though.
It's been about 3 days since ChatGPT 5 was public. And I know you've probably heard people say it's amazing, right? I mean, it's all over the place. People are making tons of videos about it. But the question is, how great is it exactly? And why should you care? I mean, more importantly, how is it going to transform your workflow? If you're a designer, a filmmaker, a photographer, or even a UI UX creative, or perhaps you're just an ordinary person who would like to just create cool stuff. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you everything that I've built over the past 3 days, the surprises that I run into, and these are some really interesting surprises, and how ChatGPT 5.0 is already shifting the way I work.
This is all my best presentations and videos on sales. You could call it my ultimate guide. Enjoy.
Selling with logic to make lots of money. And so this will either be the best presentation on sales you've ever heard, the worst presentation on sales you've ever heard, or somewhere in between. That is a promise, all right? And so I thought it would make sense to start with this. We have a high, this is Charlie Munger, who's probably like my #1 hero in this season of my life. We have a high moral responsibility to be rational. And I think that getting someone to rationally decide is important because emotional buyers oftentimes get excited, they'll buy, and then who's had somebody who calls them 2 days later is like, I don't know why. Anybody? Raise your hand, just so you know you're not alone. Okay, and what happens is, it's just like dating. I think Layla talked about it yesterday. If you have a rational foundation for a relationship or a decision, when the emotions fade, the logic will continue. And so it's good to answer both sides of the decision-making process. The short-term side is the emotion that gets you to decrease your action threshold and take a step, right? But the logic is what makes it stick and actually makes you a great customer, all right? And so for me, and I think that the further along you get in business and the higher up you get in business, the more you'll see people who tend to make more logical decisions, more logic-first decisions, and fewer emotional decisions, all right? So, what does rational logical have to do with selling? Well, you have logical buyers and you have emotional buyers in general, right?
I'm invested. This is good.
Mount sales objections with this book. I just got my black book of questions in the mail. And
most people sit on this continuum, one way or the other. And emotionally, people want to believe you. People want to buy. You must help their logical brains justify the decision that they already want to make. Think about it that way. They want to buy from you. You have to help them, all right? So, who here identifies, actually, I'll skip through this. Emotional, logical, you're probably in between. Anybody in between these two? Anyone? All right, then you'll love this. So, before we get started, I thought I would give you a few beliefs about selling that have served me very well throughout the years. Number 1, people want to believe you, they want to buy, you must help their logical brains justify the decision. 2, selling happens before you ask for the sale. Closing happens after. So you're selling for a lot longer period of time. But the moment you kind of like take your pants off and you're like, this is what it is, that's when you're closing, right? You have now solicited. Now you close. 3, it's easier to handle obstacles than objections. I'll get to what the difference between those are in a second. That being said, expect and plan for no. It is not failure, it is expected. So stop being surprised. It's one of the first things we talk new sales guys into is expect no. That's not like, that's a part of this. If they already were going to say yes, then you are not necessary. No is the job, right? If they could make the decision on their own, they would just send you the money, right? The reason they're struggling is because they can't and they need your help, which is why sales is actually the first step in coaching. And I see sales as power. If you can have the ability to direct or influence others, that is power. And I feel like it should be made much cooler than I feel like it is. 5, if you didn't get a gasp from the price tag, you didn't go high enough. This is another belief. So for those of you who are afraid to raise your price, if you're not getting gasps, you're not going high enough. Straight up. And when you do it that way, you can always walk down and have a beautiful price anchor. Right? When you say $100,000 first, $1,000 feels like a rounding error. It's true, but when I say $10 first, like I'm saying it right now, $10, and I say 1,000, sounds way fucking bigger, doesn't it? So you got to get the gasp, and you got to train your guys. If you have a team, they have to be comfortable with the no, and they have to be comfortable with the gasp. They got to go for the gasp. Be like, dude, you should have heard the gasp on this one, right? There we go. 7. Selling properly is the first step becoming a coach, right? Your first impressions and the expectations you set dictate the relationship. How you sell, the fact that you use logic in the sale will set you up for success and your client for success in the long run. 8, selling is helping prospects make decisions to help themselves. Like you are helping them help themselves. That's where the power comes from. You are not helping them, you're helping them help them. See the difference? It's nuanced, but it's real. 9, keep the prospect, not the sale, as the priority. It's not about us. The more you can vanish in the sale and magnify them, the better your selling conversations will go. Because it's not about us. They don't care about it. They only care about them. And they will talk about themselves as long as they'll let them. This is a really important one, especially when you start to getting into closing. Seek to understand, not to argue. And the way that I train our sales teams around this is childlike curiosity. So when someone objects to something, it's like, that's so weird. I wouldn't have thought that. Tell me more about that, right? And you get to be able to maintain that childlike curiosity the same way they train fighters to not breathe too much during a fight, through exposure. The more times you get into these uncomfortable, high stakes closing scenarios, the less weird and high stakes they become, because they become what you do every day. And the good thing is, you get to have this conversation hundreds and thousands of times, and they only get to have it once. So you fucking better be better at it than them. Closing is a dance, not a fight. It's seduction, not rape.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I'm being super serious about this. The goal is not to beat them into submission. The goal is to sell from your back foot. It's like, I'm good. I want to help you. And if that means not doing this, then I fucking love it. I'm with you. I'm on your team. And I'll give you a bullet around that in a second. Selling is a transference of belief over a bridge of trust. Therefore, there are two things that are required. You must believe so that you can transfer it, and you must have trust to make the transfer. Because if you truly believe it, and a lot of times, anyone been on a hot streak when they're selling? Anyone? Anyone who just had their hand up ever been on a cold streak? Most times, you go from hot to cold not because you forgot how to sell, because you stopped believing in why you're selling. You have the same skills as you did the day before. But sometimes you get a text, you get an email, you get a pain in the ass customer, you ask for a refund, whatever the hell it is, right? And then you question yourself. And so that bridge might have been created, but there was nothing to walk across it because your cup wasn't full. And so that's why, especially it's you in the beginning, but your teams over time, the process of filling conviction is one of the easiest and best ways to increase someone's closing percentage. Better than any of the training in the world. If you get someone to believe, they will sell the right way because they're doing it not to make the deal, because they want to help the other person. 16, you can only build trust if you genuinely want to help. And humans are exceptionally good at sniffing out intention. It's a survival mechanism. You have to know if someone's trying to double cross you. We're very good at smelling it out. And the reason a lot of you guys can't close is because you only care about closing. Belief and trust are a continuum, not binaries. So it's not you believe or don't believe. It's not they trust you or don't trust you, but how much do they trust you? How much do you believe? How deeply do you believe? Because anyone ever been around somebody who just believes balls to bones something that you think's batshit crazy? I mean, all the way. So much so that you start to question what you believe. That's what real conviction does. 18.
Hold on, I gotta write that down. Perfect. All right, perfect. Let's see. I should have put a thing there. No. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, why not learn a skill that will take you all right, so here is let's go ahead and view that product, bro.
Effects, green screen effects, and trend.
Listen, okay. Oh. Listen, okay. All right, cool. That's good. Link, delete, should be good. Cool. Why not learn? Why not learn a... Oh yeah, horizontal flip. It's horizontal flip it. Why not learn a new high-paying level skill that you can use in your day-to-day life? In your day-to-day life. So I've been using the Adobe Creative Cloud for well over 7 years now, and utilizing this skill has paid me so much on my own free time. Oh, I don't think it's loud enough. Free time. All you need is really a computer, your brains, and the software. It's really easy. So then that comes in where I provide, let's see. So if you go to YashuaKhan.com, let's make it here. And utilizing this skill has paid me so much on my own free time. All you need is really a computer, your brains, and the software. It's really easy. So then that comes in where I provide my services here, my digital services here. Easy. So if you go to YoshuaKhan.com, it will take you directly here, and let me give you guys a tour of my website. Directly here. All right, we're going to have to tighten that up. All right. Well, I got to start preparing for my shoot. And this is going to conclude this live episode. I don't know, whatever it is. And I'll be seeing y'all on the next one tomorrow. We're going to be streaming tomorrow at, now this one is going to be at 6 or 7. One of them. We're going to be back. But all right, man. Catch y'all later. Appreciate y'all for stopping through. And yeah, check y'all in the next one.